Hi guys, today is Tuesday and I'm filming this to go up tomorrow. Jeannie and I decided to do this video and it's about forgetfulness. Anybody over 50 probably knows what I'm talking about. When you walk into a room and you forget why you walked in, you're driving along and you forget like how you got there, because you're in deep thought, thinking about other things. We're under so much pressure these days to learn all the new technology that we didn't have when we were kids, plus balance everything as a wife and a mother, and no matter how old our kids are, we still worry about them, and we always kind of watch out for our family and try to fix things. And between that and the news coming at us every day, all these things just overwhelm us. Plus, menopause. Anybody that's gone through it know what I'm talking about. And even after post-menopause, I don't think, for me personally, it doesn't get any better, guys. So anyways, today I wanted to talk to you about all of this. I had a hysterectomy at age 43. They didn't take out the ovaries, and I've never taken any kind of estrogen or anything like that afterwards. So I am probably lacking in estrogen really bad, which does kind of keep things young, keep your brain young and all that, but I probably don't have any in my body. I'm probably like a man physically. Who knows? But anyways, one good piece of technology that we've gotten is the Echo Dot, and her name is Alexa, and she helps me with my grocery list, remembering things, tells me what date it is, tells me what the weather's going to be, anything. Almost anything I ask her, she'll help me with. I was reading an article online and it said that if you take 2 tablespoons of coconut oil in the morning and in the evening, that within 30 days it will help with your memory. You will start feeling better. Also, B vitamins and fish oil are really important for memory. There's a book out called The Unbreakable Brain. If you look it up, you probably find it on Amazon. I saw it on one of those little ads like on the side of Facebook, but I think I'm going to go on there and order it. If you type it in, you can probably read like little excerpts of it. Also, I read that exercise helps. I don't exercise at all, so there we go, guys. And add eggs to the diet. Despite what they say about eggs being high in cholesterol and blah, 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 it's bad for you. Now they're saying it's good for you, so go figure. First got to tell you a funny story before I go on. The other day when my friend Maureen and I went to TJ Maxx, don't judge me, guys, because this is really bad. And when the two of us think about it, we both laugh, because the two of us did it. We come out of the store with all our bags, put them in the trunk, get in the car, go to drive off, and she says to me, "You know, I think I want to have a cigarette." She says, "But I don't want to smoke in front of the store." She says, "Let's go over in front of Tractor Supply and we'll just park there and stand outside the car." Because she doesn't like the smell of cigarette smoke in her car. Her car still smells brand new. And her husband gets mad if she smokes in the car because, you know, it lowers the trade-in value if it's a smoker's car, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, we're both standing outside of Tractor Supply in the parking lot having a cigarette. And all of a sudden this guy comes by and he starts putting things in his trunk and he says, "Oh, girls," he says, "It's kind of cold out there to be smoking today." And we're like, yeah. So he kept blabbing on, wah, 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 and he was very talkative. He was telling us about how he quit smoking and how his wife thinks he's crazy in the head and blah, blah, blah. And after talking to him for a while, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I think your wife is right. But anyway, so we got sidetracked and we were thinking about what he was saying. We got back in the car and we're sitting there and my friend Maureen couldn't find her keys. So this is like after we drove across the parking lot. All right, keep that in mind. We're both sitting there like brain dead, and she's looking through her pocketbook, she's looking under the seats, she's looking everywhere. And then finally I said, "I wonder if you left them in the dressing room over at TJ Maxx or by the register." She goes, "I don't know." She says, "You know, maybe they could have fallen out into my shopping cart and like still be stuck there on the bottom, fell out of my purse, or, you know." We're both sitting there and all you could hear is crickets. So all of a sudden, she bursts out laughing, and I said, "What?" She says, "The two of us are hopeless." She says, "I had to have had the keys to get over to this part of the parking lot because we drove here." She says, "I had to have the keys to start the car." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you're right." So that's just one example, guys. I mean, it gets worse. All right, so let's start on why stress is one of your first enemies and what you can do about it today. It says, when our stress levels remain high for an extended period of time because of too much work, bad relationships, financial obligations, we become at risk of developing serious health concerns that affect our entire body. This explains like the weight gain and all that because our cortisol raises. All right. You've probably heard by now that stress causes the body to secrete cortisol, which can lead to weight gain. But that's not all it does. Cortisol sends a message to your liver demanding it produce more blood sugar to give you an instant rush of energy so that you can run from the big thing that's chasing you, stress. It also affects heart health, reproductive health, which I don't have to worry about anymore, a weakened immune system, memory loss, and depression. Besides cortisol, other hormones such as adrenaline are released in the fight or flight response. When persistently high levels of cortisol and adrenaline are in the blood, it can lead to impaired memory and learning, as well as depression. Your breathing also becomes faster, so you may feel short of breath and you may begin to hyperventilate. When this happens over a long period of time, you may become more susceptible to upper respiratory infections. Interesting. Stress can also give you a compromised digestive system, aches and pains. The best things to relax are exercise, be more social, find reasons, I'm reading from my list here, find reasons to laugh. Now for the best brain-boosting foods. Brain-boosting foods. Number 1, red meat. Red meat, especially grass-fed beef, is a fantastic source of vitamin B12 and is critical for healthy brain function. Studies show that people with vitamin B12 deficiencies are more likely to score lower on cognitive tests. It's also been shown that they have a smaller brain volume, which suggests that a lack of vitamin B might actually lead to brain shrinkage. Brain shrinkage. My God, mine's probably the size of a pea. Celery contains high levels of luteolin, a compound that scientists feel have the ability to calm inflammation of the brain. This inflammation is the primary cause of neurodegeneration. Deficiencies in luteolin have also been linked to decreased rates of age-related memory loss in mice, also broccoli and cauliflower. Walnuts, garbanzo beans. Foods to avoid for a healthy brain are gluten, because it causes contamination of our immune system. Okay, and the big foods to avoid are sugars, carbohydrates, including gluten. Many people, doctors included, feel it's okay for people who don't suffer from celiac disease to eat gluten. Gluten has the ability to affect most people's health in a negative way because eating gluten makes your gut more permeable, which allows undigested proteins and the content of your gut, such as bacteria, to make its way into your bloodstream. This then promotes inflammation and autoimmunity. Gluten essentially causes the contamination of our immune system with proteins it has never been exposed to before. This wreaks havoc on our overall health, not to mention the health of our brains. Okay, there are numerous things you can do to maintain a sharp mind, such as reducing the amount of stress in your day, doing more physical exercises. But the important thing will always be to provide your body with the right nutrients for a healthy mind. Simply giving your brain the help it needs to stay healthy, you can easily stay away from cognitive health problems such as dementia and Alzheimer's. My next thing, 5 easy steps to improve your sleep. Have you noticed that people are getting busier and busier? Maybe your days have become even more full with work life, family life, social networking, streaming, digital TV, and a number of other things. Do you find that in order to pack all these activity into a day, your sleep takes a hit? No, I go to bed at 9 o'clock regardless. My husband and I both go to bed at that time. We shut off everything except for the TV in the bedroom, which is a bad thing also. Is there anything we can do that's good? We've all known those people who swear they can get by on little sleep and still perform fine. Some of the clues of sleep deprivation, such as headaches, troubled focusing, can be shrugged off and passed off as related to something else. The truth is, sleep deprivation can lead to more severe health issues, and even life-threatening ones. Obesity. You'll find yourself binging late at night on cookies and ice cream. It's not because you're a bad person who makes crappy food choices that when you're deficient on sleep, your body's 2 appetite hormones get out of whack. Interesting, huh? All right, we go down the list. sleep deprivation also causes more stress hormones to be released in our systems, and over time these can wreak havoc on your heart. Stress hormones can damage blood vessels, which lead to high blood pressure, which in return can lead to heart disease and stroke. If you're someone who already suffers from hypertension, sleep deprivation can make it worse. Okay, diabetes. It's not only the body that plays with the level of appetite hormones, but the body that becomes impaired cannot handle glucose loads. Depression. Did you know that the chemicals in your brain are responsible for the sleep-wake cycle and also involved in defining your mood? Scientists aren't sure of the mechanics of it all, but they know there's a link there. Too little sleep at night has the ability to make a person become very depressed. Decrease in neurological functions. Sleep deprivation has been linked to various types of neurological functions. For example, lack of sleep makes driving dangerous as you lack full attention and reaction times are slower. I'm dangerous in the parking lot, never mind on the road. Kids will perform poorly on tests if they haven't slept well the night before, and employees become irritable with their coworkers. So, with this in mind, here's 5 easy steps to improving your sleep. Eat foods with melatonin. The CDC recommends that we eat big, healthy meals before bed. Eat foods like cherry, tomatoes, rice, walnuts, olives, and milk. Listen to music. Journal of Advanced Nursing suggests that music is a wonderful way to help you fall asleep. I don't think I could fall asleep with music unless it was like turned down real low. So the next time you find yourself tossing and turning, grab your iPod and listen to something soft and calming, and see if you'll be lulled into dreamland. Aromatherapy. Certain scents have the power to relieve insomnia. For instance, according to studies of the Chronobiological International, aromatic waves of lavender offer relief to those who struggle to fall asleep each night. Also, here's a good one, and this works for me too, I've found. Turn down your heat. We turn ours down to like 60 at night, and I sleep like a baby. Also, it helps so you don't wake up in those night sweats. And try repetitive motion. Ever wonder why babies get rocked to sleep or why adults sleep better on trains? It's because of the repetitive motion that help us relax and drift off. You can see your own repetitive motion by curling and uncurling your toes, contracting and releasing any other muscle groups in your legs, arms, or abdomen. Though the ramifications of getting too little sleep are obvious, sometimes you shouldn't lose sleep over it. Try these little trick aids, and the next time you're having trouble falling asleep, see if they don't work like a charm. If you guys can think of any sleep tricks, put your comments down below and share them with the rest of us. And also, if you can think of any tips that will be helpful to us who are losing our minds, put them in the comments down below. We'll have fun going back and forth with our comments. So have a great day, guys, and I will talk to you soon. And check out LeadMeToPeace Jeanie's video, and I'll put her link down below, and she's talking about the same thing as I am today. So enjoy, guys. Have fun. Bye-bye.